going on, everybody? vJokur here. Today I got a highly requested video that we're going to be doing. People are asking me pretty frequently, hey, Joker, you know, with your half-ass gameplay, your slow building, how is it that you manage to win a lot of the games with a lot of kills? Positioning, brother. Positioning. And just being way better. So, I'm going to get a game in right now, and basically I'm going to show you guys how playing low ground warrior can actually work better than taking high ground sometimes. And hitting your pump shots is going to be really important. So I want you guys to make sure you're watching that during the gunfights. We're not going to be trying to hit people for a quick 30 shot. I'm really waiting on that time where I can maybe shoulder peek and hit for 100, because that's going to do you a lot better than just keep hitting 20, keep hitting 20. So throughout the gameplay, I'm going to show you guys what I'm thinking and why, and why I'm putting myself where I am. So it might not be a 10, 15, 20 kill game. You know, I'm shooting for, it's probably going to be about an 8 to 10 kill victory. But really, it's going to be taking the least amount of damage possible and positioning ourselves well so that we're not ever worried about getting, you know, like third-partied, etc. It's going to be hard. There's planes. I don't know if you got Season 7, zip lines, planes. Heard of them? So
I couldn't find any enabled video skills that can find that. Go to the Alexa app to manage your video skills.
Alexa, shut up! I want to really show you guys like the fundamentals of positioning. Someone that you guys might see do this a lot actually is Nick Merckx. Nick Merckx, I think everyone would agree, not the fastest builder. But if you take a close look at what he does as far as positioning himself and really making sure those pump shots count, that's basically why I think he makes a great player. So we're going to try to mimic that, you know, our own way. So here we go. Alright, so we're actually going to go to Paradise. It's a hot drop right now. Tilted is kind of more or less just going to be, it's randomized. And especially with TNT and quad launchers, man, you have no idea what's going to happen. So we're going to hop into Paradise here, and I'm going to show you guys how I would play it in a certain situation. It's one of my first games on, so if I miss a shot, I don't want to hear shit. So we just got to get a little warmed up. I always go for a guaranteed gun. This is where it's going to come into like effect here, where you're really going to need to play positioning really well, because you could get shot from any side. I suggest to anybody in this is when you hear the gunfire, pick out who you think is the weakest link, get behind them, and then work your way from there. So we're not going to get blessed. I'm going to go to what I consider the weaker side here. Not a great player. Sorry, kid, if you ever see this video. So we'll try to get some shield tags on him. He has no headset. Alright. So now this is where we're going to work on positioning here. Alright, so we have no material. I would actually not suggest that be any part of your game plan. So we got to relocate here. Give ourselves a right shoulder peek. Alright. I know a lot of guys that typically when they have 200 health, they kind of take it for granted, you know? They'll kind of jump out in the open. They know they have the gunfight won, but in doing so, they lose, you know, 50, 100 health. Me, I don't want to lose health. I want to be able to keep rotating, keep finding more players, and get more kills. So we'll get an idea of where he's at first. Sounds like he's up 2 levels, maybe. Looking for traps on the way. I don't really like to go up from this approach, though, because you're always giving yourself a left peek. So I want to see if I can take this from a different angle. Alright, so we got height from him. Don't want to offer up my head for a shot right now, to be honest. Alright, so we missed a couple shots. Like I said, I'm still trying to warm up. And here we go with the third party, like I had mentioned. So as unfortunate as that gunfight was, we really took the minimal amount of damage from the first player. And then because of that, we got third party by another player, and we didn't take any damage from him. So that's about anything and everything I'm looking for from a gunfight, is to take the least amount of damage. And that comes with positioning. Alright, so we see a player underneath us here. I like to stay above them, even though they can take the first step on the ground and take a shot on me first. Now we kind of have control of this gunfight up here. I'm looking for other players that might try to get involved in this. Alright, so we can take a level down here. Like I said, always be looking for other players. We hit him for white, so we're going to get this kill, but you really got to be looking out for getting third party here. Alright, so we're going to low ground warrior this. Alright, so we are getting third party. I'm going to back up just a little bit. We're just going to relocate. So we're gonna we're gonna advance into the storm quick. And now we might be able to take advantage of third partying their fight. Alright, so I'll just hit the jewel. We ran into a player. He's got an RPG. Keep height. Maintain height. Always keep height. Not really. You don't always have to keep height. But with an RPG in the fight, you might want it. Nice builds, man. Joker, this is just what we meant by you not being able to build, dude. Alright. Alright, so here's like a really underrated thing that I don't think a lot of people pay attention to. As I start to see the circle on my minimap coming up on the top right there, this is where I kind of start to slow down a bit, because just running head on into there, you're going to have players on your left, players on your right, and people trying to leave the storm. So I usually tend to run, I mean, it's not a straight line, but if you can imagine parallel, like parallel with the circle. So that takes away those people bothering me, and I only have to worry about these guys if I do run into somebody. Alright, so I just saw a guy up ahead of me. He just ran into that valley there. So like I said, he's trying to get in from the storm as well. And I'm going to try to make a little cut point here so I can get a couple shield tags before we engage into a build fight. Alright, so is like... people would say, you know, you just gave up your position. He knows where you're coming from now. But basically, we just took 76... I can't do math, but we took some health off him, which is good. So he's going to die to the storm, unfortunately. Maybe not. Alright, so the only thing I would give criticism to right there is I should have cut in harder instead of wrapping around the storm. Because of that, we were in the storm a little bit. We have some people fighting right in front of me. It sounds like two people. One's close to me, one's far. So that means I've got the closer guy in a sandwich. So it sounds like they're below the bridge. He just got shotgun. We'll see what kind of health he has, if we can get a tag on him. Alright, so he's still shielded out. I'm not sure how you bypassed my walls, brother. But you can have it, brother. So we'll shield up. I'm not really worried about this guy. He thinks he's better. So like I said, I'm going to show you guys how to play from like a low ground warrior standpoint. There's a player over there that just shot. So this guy's probably going to focus on both of us now. And just like that, he gave up height. So I'm gonna go down a couple levels. This guy clearly likes to battle up above, so I'm gonna take it to where I feel comfortable. Feels bad, man. Streamer, by the way. Alright, so it looks like this player up above us has a top-down view of us. He's probably going to deagle a wall out. I think he's the player that had it earlier. So we're going to hit the slurp, let it tick a little bit, maybe get an eye on him, see if he's up there. Still couldn't really tell you. So this is where things get a little tricky. So the top side of the hill, that side, which has a lot of the height advantage points, there's a player box up there, and there's a player up by the zip lines. And it looks like they both might have the circle. So we're going to have to make a choice here. So either we take the lower side of that hill, or we try to go this side while that player's looking at us. So, and there might be another player. No. So right now I'm going to see who's going to be the first one to shoot at me, to be honest. Alright, so since that guy's taking that side, I can't really go there. I'm going to have to take this side. And I haven't seen this guy poke his head out or shoot at me, so it doesn't seem like he's a very aggressive player. So I can probably get this rotation in without taking any damage. Alright, so we have 6 players alive, including myself. I'm still curious to know if he's in here. And he is, okay. Just want to make sure, brother. So we're being focused on by the other players on this side. So basically I'm just trying to make sure that no one that isn't in this fight has a shot on me. We're going to cover that up in case he comes out and tries to do a staircase. And again, I'll just bring him down to my level, I don't mind. Alright, so we have 15 seconds before rotation. I just heard a player up here, actually. He's got a sniper, so he might try to take some tags on us on the way in. So I might try to rotate out of this a little earlier than I wanted. Alright. So that player's up on balloons up above. I mean, I can't even give you advice there. What does this game become? So we are running low on material, though. That could be trouble. So I'm taking a position over here. They're both engaging on... That's it, man. So like I said, after we took a little bit of damage from a couple players there, but overall there was never really a point where I was worried about being third party from behind. Players went above us. I didn't try to build fight with them and keep getting tagged. I just stayed low until they got impatient. So 13 kills seems to be the number, man. The Deagle Pump challenge, this challenge, and then like I said, guys, if you have another... Shut up, man! I encourage any of you guys, please, firstly, if you enjoy the content, if this is going to help you at all, your gameplay, share with a friend. Be sure to like and subscribe if you can, please. Just takes 2 quick seconds. I'd appreciate it. But most importantly, man, if you guys have challenges for me, whether it be you have an issue with your gameplay you'd like a little bit of help on, you want me to make another video about it, if you have a challenge, pistol only, no heals, no kills, whatever it be, please throw it in the comment section. And I really want to get to work on these videos, man. I have a lot of fun with these. So, like I said, guys, if you can like, share, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. A lot of work does go into these videos, but I love making them. So as long as you guys are in it, I'll keep going. So, I love you guys. Thank you. See you soon.